If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
A gentleman who has won all sorts of awards for his turkey carving expertise, Brother Henry Looney from Reach of the World Bible Church, joining us this morning. Brother Henry, good morning to you, sir.
Well, good morning, Brother Jimmy. How are you this morning?
I'm good. Y'all ready to carve some turkeys later on today, too, are you?
10 o'clock today at J. Craig. They're going to be carving away with electric knives and just do the turkey carving.
150 turkeys?
At least, yeah. That's the minimum, and I think there's a few more than that, actually.
Hey, when we first started with the event over Reach of the World Bible Church, did you think it would grow the way it has already?
We had no idea we were going to have, the first year we had 250 people, and we were shocked at that. Of course, that, but over the years, it's just, wow, it's just been more than I think anybody ever imagined. And along with the work, as Tom just said, it's such a wonderful spirit of peace that comes upon you when you can bless someone at Thanksgiving.
16 years this has been going on, and starts at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning for those who want to eat a meal, but it starts much earlier for the people who are volunteering their time.
Absolutely, and we still need volunteers, and you can still volunteer. You can call SAFE to come, but you can also just come. A lot of people just come. The plate up starts at 9:30, and there's going to be food's going to be delivered to the church. Right now, you can still deliver your cakes and your desserts at SAFE. You can also bring them to the church now too, so that's perfectly fine. You see some of the cakes that in times past, and we still need those. All the churches and all you ladies that have done that in times past, we come on, do it again. And as you can see, it's so much fun. The opportunity to be a blessing, to serve.
A lot of families and children get involved in this.
Absolutely, and I think the children see, and they get a chance to see different sides of life that they don't see. And a lot of them, I know some of our youth, I've delivered, I guess I've done some of this, all this at over the 16 years that we've been privileged to host, but just delivering those meals or plating up, and when you see those smiles on the faces of the people that you serve, it's worth it. It's worth all the work, and the people that volunteer just really get a great deal. We always have half of the volunteers. Last year, I think we had 200 or so volunteers. Preferably we'll have that or more this year too as well. So please, if you can help, if you can even spend an hour coming out to do that. We're going to have different shifts. The early plate up again starts at 9:30 and it goes to about 10:30. Then we break for the morning devotion, and I'm so privileged to get a chance to share that in the sanctuary with all the volunteers. And then after the devotion, which is about 15 minutes or so, we start back, and it gets really involved again in the plate up, and the delivery actually starts. And also folks come in and you can eat at the church. About 87%, 90% of the meals are delivered out, but we have people that come and again, there's no prerequisites to this. You can just come be a part.
You don't have to be a member of Reach of the World Bible Church.
No, you don't, or you don't have to even, well, people are in our community, but we deliver outside of Fayetteville, Goodwater. I mean, we have a tremendous folks that go out and do this just because of the love of God.
Yeah, and it's not a hook in the jaw for anybody. You know, we're doing this because we care about people.
Yes, that's what Thanksgiving is all about. Giving thanks to God, the blessings that we've had, He can share with us. The school system gets involved. They got involved with the canned good drives. The hospital, the service organizations, and the different social organizations gets involved. The businesses, they donate, and it is just a community-wide event. And we thank Sylacauga Promise and the SAFE. Margaret Morton does a tremendous job at I call her the ramrod of this, but you have Kathy Landers is kind of supervising it as well, along with Margaret. Just, you know, boxes, all the things that already have been packed at the church now for us to, delivered to the church to deliver out. And again, after that, the 10:30 devotion, then the first shift of plate up and delivery takes place, and then we have preferably we'll have a second shift at 10:30 to 12, and then 12 to about 1:30 or so. We need another group to come in, and because to help us. So you can come all day, and then there's cleanup after. And on my plate, that's always very important too as well. So.
I've heard it described on Thursdays of Thanksgiving, organized chaos.
Yes, it looks chaotic when you never saw it before, and if you just to come and see how those lines are, manipulation is the wrong term, but how they're
it's pretty well organized.
It's very organized. It couldn't be done. I said that folks come to the church if they're lonely, just want to have a family atmosphere. The church is a wonderful place to come, but also pick up. You can, again, the number to call is safe, and that's 256-245-4343, and you can still call. You can still make a reservation. You can still call to volunteer. We have a cutoff time, but you can still get a meal. And so we encourage you, if you know someone or if you need a meal, to do that. And the quicker the better, because actually the cutoff time is gone. But we don't turn folks away.
Do you know what's on the menu?
Oh, it's the traditional Thanksgiving meal. You got turkey, you got macaroni and cheese, green beans, candied yams, corn, rolls. And wow, you saw some of those desserts, but a lot of homemade, a lot of store-bought cakes are welcome too as well. Again, we just thank all our churches. I don't think I mentioned the churches getting involved. Brother Brian Talton and his church, the green beans and the macaroni and cheese. And I didn't say dressing, but wow, you can't Thanksgiving without dressing. And Piggly Wiggly helps with that, and we just thank God. And the Coosa Valley Hospital, the opening up of the cans and the preparing of the other food. The turkeys are cooked at J. Craig, but all of the other food is at the hospital and it's cooked. And so it's just, you're talking about a community-wide event. This is it.
Brother Henry, a lot of these volunteers have their own families, but they're making it a family affair, but it's Thanksgiving for them too.
Yes, it is. And Jim, it's just amazing. There are families that are visiting families here in Sylacauga that have participated in this outreach for years.
Wow.
I've seen some of these children grow up that live in different states that come to the event, and it just does something to you to be able to minister out on this day. Every day should be Thanksgiving. We should be thankful for everything that we do, and everything God does for us. But this day is an opportunity for us to give and to share. And again, you mentioned the children. The children get involved in the plate up and in the deliveries. I never forget one of the greatest stories that I had privilege of delivering. It was after it was late in the day, and we needed to deliver to out, and I was available, and so I grabbed my son and a couple of the youth at our church and took them out, and they said, "Can we go in and deliver it?" And I said, "Sure." And they took the meals into this, I think it was like an 85-year-old lady who was in a wheelchair. And they came out and their eyes were welling up, and one of them said, "Pastor, I've never seen anything like that." And he talked about the aroma in the home. He said, "I've never experienced that." And to this day, they said, "That changed me." And so seeing things like that and being able to participate and be a part of it can be a life-changing event.
Wow, fantastic. And all of that is coming up tomorrow. Let's kind of capsule what's going to be happening. They're going to be carving the turkeys today. All hands on deck tomorrow, too.
Yes. Today, again, at 10 10 o'clock at J. Craig Smith. Bring your electric knife. You can still come and volunteer to do that. We need those turkey carvers. But starting tomorrow early, the food will be delivered to the church. There's going to be a group that is going to be there probably at 9 o'clock or so. Oh, I didn't mention decoration is also going to take place today at the church too at 9 o'clock. And so the group of the ladies and some of the youth get involved, and they've prepared things, and they just make the church look beautiful. And then at 9:30, that first initial early, we call it an early plate up, starts, and we need folks to, you saw that rotation again, how it goes for that to plate up, and we plate up hundreds of meals prior to. Then at 10:30, again, the morning devotion. After that, we kick into full gear with plate up and delivery starts. If you get time in any of that time, it starts, and it'll go until all of the food is gone and all the deliveries are made. And we, last year, I think it was 2,800 plates that were delivered out. We expect that or more to be done today. And after that first initial group, then if someone else wants to come in about 12 and help with the delivery, we need them there, because sometimes, after a couple of times you get a little tired. People, as you said, people have their own Thanksgiving to go. If you can come in at that 12 o'clock hour and help to deliver, it is so appreciated, and plate up, and then the cleanup. After all of that, there's all kinds of everything that needs to be taken care of, and so the cleanup crew is essential. And if you can do that, pastor's blessings upon you.
And Brother Henry Looney, our guest this morning. Don't forget, Brother Henry follows Daybreak this morning with Raising a Standard from Reaching the World Bible Church. Tomorrow, big day. Thank you for joining us, and happy Thanksgiving to you. And Brother Henry, always a pleasure, my friend.
God bless you. Thank you, Brother Jimmy. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hope to see you again on Friday morning for Daybreak. Until then, I'm Jimmy Dale. Stay tuned. Brother Henry Looney is next on TV 47.